What you see here is extreme shift left. So we start with a hand-drawn image that's from a German project, which is a time schedule for trains, and we want to travel from somewhere to somewhere at a specific time, and that is what we capture in the background. Is we create a model of the specific solution. Everything is hand-drawn in Microsoft Whiteboard. And you see Visual Sense is detecting the text inputs, like it would be a real application, and we capture the button as well, and that's it. What we need to do now, we need to give that screen a name. Again, keep in mind the screen is more or less just a hand-drawn image. So we select this and say generate screen. Now we interact with the simulated image and get to the result list, where you see a list of trains all equal, and you see train number 1 departs at XYZ, train number 2 departs at XYZ plus 1 hour. We capture the screen image and we say that we want to do analyze, that we actually want to buy a ticket from a train at a specific date and time. So we do that to actually interact with the right train at the end, because there will be a list of a lot of different trains. And the buttons will all look the same, so the system can automatically identify the correct button to click to continue in the buying process. All of that again based on hand-drawn images. That's it. We refresh the designer, that reloads the model in the background, and we add the data entry stuff, and we do it a simple way right now. We just do it step by step. So we want to travel from Dietlikon, actually from Zurich to Dietlikon. So we want to drive to our headquarters. And we want to travel at 11 o'clock. And once we click on the button Züge, we expect the time schedule to show up with the different trains on it. That's the next step. We actually start then on the screen where it shows the different trains in the schedule, and all of that is based on the model that we've just recorded previously. And now we want to buy the ticket of a specific train, and afterwards we want to make sure that the schedule page actually disappears. So we always do have verifications on every single interaction with the application. Now let's look at that, how it actually works. So the test case is running in an automated fashion. It is analyzing the screen, it's identifying, yeah, I'm on the right screen, I'm entering some text here, entering all of that in the image itself, also the time, then clicking on trains, and now trying to find the right train at 11:24. Found that, so the ticket was booked for train number 2. So that is what you can already do before there's any code at all. So we identified the right train in there. All of that is done automatically by test results.io. And now we switch over to the real system. So that is at the end of the development, something will come out that looks like this. So what is the effort now to make that workable with the existing solution? We changed the one image that identified the screen. That's natural, because I'm pretty sure there will be some logo at this point in stage. And we also add another image for this find connection button. That's it. We regenerate the screen. Now we need to manually interact with the system and actually enter the data to get to the time schedule list, where you see all of the departures of the trains. We enter the data in here and get the list from the live system. Actually, that is live today. And now we are scrolling manually, and you see all of the buttons are the same. They include the price now, and we just do the same as in the previous screen. We identify that screen based on this little image over here, and use that as a visual cue to identify if we are on the right screen. And we also extend this buying button by the specific implementation of that buying button, and that's it. So we didn't change anything in the test case itself, we just extended the image with 4 images in total. That's all. And now we go back on the live system, and we want to make sure that we reset the live system so that you see that the test case is actually running against this live system. And the live system is actually hard to reset. So we close the browser completely and restart the browser from scratch and get to the page again to ensure that we really start from scratch, so that you see that we're not just using the data that's already entered, but that we are really entering the data correctly. Keep in mind, the only thing that we did is we added actually only 4 images to the model. We don't do anything in here, that's still the same test case. And it's using the same model as well. The model was just extended by 4 images, so you can run it against the live system and you can run it against the mock-up screens at the same point in time. And that is exactly how it works these days. So before you start with the first code, you can actually start already with the automation of the test cases because of this image-based simulation. You can use your Figma designs for that, so that you can really test the solution before it's implemented in a specific technology, because that is what we actually do, right? We use technology as a means to provide a solution to a problem. But the solution can also be provided like on hand-drawn images or stuff like that, and we can already start the test automation in here. And as you can see right now, the system is identifying that it needs to scroll. It scrolls automatically. Those are all implementation details that you don't need to care, because test results understands that scrolling is required, and if it identifies scrolling possibilities, it is actually using that exactly like the same user. And now you're seeing how test results is scanning the screen and identifying the right train to book, and you see it pressed the correct button to book actually the train at 11:25.